Hafa and good morning, Guam. It's Friday and we're getting Fit AF. I'm Julius Santos, and it's a very special Fit AF today. We're talking about Relay for Life. Of course, the big event is happening tonight. If you could introduce yourself to the people and give them your title as part of the organization.
Sure. Half a day, everyone. I'm Tina Nokit. I'm the Senior Community Development Manager for the American Cancer Society in Guam.
Now, Tina has been working with this for many years now. The first time I met her, this was back in the early 2000s. I think it was like 2001, 2002, when I attended my first Relay for Life. So tell us, you've always had a strong showing at this event. It's been going on for decades now. And what can the people expect tonight? I know you said you had a theme.
Yes, this year our theme is Once Upon a Time, and we are hoping that our teams that are going to come out tonight are going to help us write our happily ever after with our community. And so we're looking forward to seeing lots of storybook themes, happy endings. Some stories, of course, with our survivors, there is a conflict, and that's cancer. But at the end, we beat out the cancer, beat out the monster, and we live our happily ever after, and that's what we're going to see tonight.
Now, speaking of your theme for the Once Upon a Time, what time is the event starting and what time does it end?
Our event will start at 6 p.m. tonight. We do have some preliminary activities starting at 5, and then it'll go all the way up until midnight, 12:01 actually, in our closing ceremony. There is a change up this year with the event. Our luminaria ceremony is a little bit later in the evening, it's about 10:30. And as you know, Julius, that's when we light up all the candles. We turn on the lights, light up all the candles, and we remember our loved ones that we have lost from cancer, and we celebrate our survivors that are still with us. There's still opportunity to participate in that ceremony. We will have luminaria sales on site, and that will take place starting at 6 o'clock. So we invite everybody to come down, get your luminaria bags if you haven't done so already, but really join in the fun. Our survivors will take to the track about 7:15 after they've had their dinner, and we want to be here to show them, stand in solidarity. They are our heroes, and we want to walk with them and have them help us write our happily ever after, because they are going to be the ones at the end.
Right. And it's not like you need to have somebody in your family who's suffering with cancer or dealing with cancer. I mean, it has affected everyone in Guam in some way or another. You know, we all know somebody who's either passed on because of it or currently fighting it. When we see the survivors and their families out here, it's just a wonderful feeling to see them out here, to see that strength, that solidarity.
It is. And with our survivor lap, we see the numbers grow every year, and for us, that's a great thing, because it means that our folks are beating this disease. And I tell you, every year our survivors come up to us, our staff and our volunteers, and they tell us thank you. This year, we are excited that we're going to be doing a royal tour of the land, and we're going to actually have our beauty queen contestants and winners take our survivors around the track to meet the teams that are raising the money to help us find that cure. So it's going to be a chicken skin all night, goose pimples, lots of fun, lots of energy, and just a great time. So we hope everybody can come out and join us.
Now, I'm sure there's people out there watching who, they're very into supporting this cause. I actually was speaking with some people just recently, and it just hit them like, oh, well, how do I check to see if I may have cancer?
Right. The first and foremost, is get with your doctor. Talk with your doctor, your primary care physician. They will have the information about when you should start your screening, and it's going to be based, individually on your family history, your lifestyle, your habits. Do you smoke? Your weight and things like that. And your primary doctor can help you with that comprehensive evaluation to see which screening you should start based on all of that information.
And for those of us out there who don't really know what the American Cancer Society does, can you just kind of explain that to us briefly?
Absolutely. First and foremost, the American Cancer Society is a symbol of hope. We are working to lead the fight for a world without cancer, and that's through the research program that we have. It's through supporting our cancer survivors and their families with information, trusted information, that they can access 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It's about advocacy efforts to help our community have better, more healthy policies towards healthy lifestyles, as well as, again, supporting those and empowering those that want to give back, want to take part in this fight. You don't have to, there's so many ways that you could help. You could, give that donation. You could volunteer your time. Tonight, there's going to be a lot of stuff going on. We do have some volunteers from off island actually that are here for a short while. They're dedicating their morning to help us set up the event. So throughout the year, again, the American Cancer Society stands for that hope, and our community helps bring that to Guam.
Thank you very much, Tina. I appreciate that. And of course, when individuals come here tonight, we're going to have the standard. There's going to be food down here and all of that good stuff.
Yes, yes, we do. Our teams are going to have some on-site fundraisings. We know definitely Outback is going to be here tonight, and then teams usually have their potluck, and it's Guam. You know, every
Right.
time, you know that fiesta feeling, right? You walk down the street and they're like, "Hey, come and eat." So there's going to be lots to do, lots of people to see, lots of friends to catch up with, and most of all, our survivors to support.
Right. Well, thank you very much for your time. I really appreciate that. I think I'm going to go ahead and take a walk, if you will. And we'll come back to Tina, or actually, she's probably going to be gone. But the track is here. You're not obligated to run, of course. You know, for those of you who want to just come down, walk, be a part of the crowd, show your support. I mean, it's always a good thing. It's almost like a night out in the town. You know, you come and you run into people that you probably haven't seen in a while. Of course, there's no alcohol, and you know, it's a cancer society thing. So we're not going to come down here and smoke cigarette and drink beer. Right? And this is Fit AF, so we're not going to be talking about that stuff because that's not necessarily a healthy lifestyle, now is it? But if you're sitting out there and you're watching this and you've been wanting to get off that couch, right, and you want to show your support for cancer survivors, come out here and you can actually get lost and blend yourself in the crowd, and you can take a walk in the evening. It's a lot better than doing it in the hot sun, that's for sure. You know, the vibe is always really good. The people are just fun, friendly, the smiles, and seeing the support. When you see the survivors, it kind of gives you perspective in your life. Like, well, maybe my life isn't so bad. Look at what these people have to deal with. And then you see the strength that they have to come out here and to continue to fight cancer. And if you know anybody out there who's going through it or who has gone through it, you know how difficult and life-changing it can be. So I think are we running out of time? We're good? Oh yeah, let's go. We'll walk over to the Luminaria. We see all the tents that are set up here for all the sponsors. It's always interesting coming to an event before it happens. And you try and like imagine all of this space being filled with thousands of people. Of course, there's going to be entertainment. We'll have the stage. It's going to be on the other side of the Luminaria, if you guys can see that. Big purple letters that spell out the word hope. We have bands coming down. The Luminaria is always, if you haven't experienced that, turn all the lights off. They light the candles. It's very beautiful and I don't want to use the word sentimental, if you will. The sentiment that's captured. It can make a cello drip intensity from his eyes. Men don't cry. We don't cry. It's like magically intensity appears in the form of condensation in our eyes and it starts to drip. There it is. You can come down tonight and you can purchase your Luminaria if you want to donate to the cause and help the American Cancer Society do the good work that they do. All right. Well, you guys seen the layout. You've seen the track. Again, you're not obligated to run. You're not obligated to sprint. Some people do. But mostly people come out here to show their support. They walk around. They talk to friends. You know, they meet old friends. They make new ones. And the main thing is that we're here to support the fight against cancer. We're here to support all the survivors. We're here to support the families to those who have lost individuals to cancer so tragically. For Fit